No, the message is very clear that we must work hard to develop our country and be self-sustaining. That's very simple. If we are self-sustaining, then we defend all our values. But even now, we still stand firm for what we pass in Parliament. We stand firm that our country will be ready to do whatever it takes to defend the institution of family.
I think the issue is building an economic base that is supported by internally generated resources. Because we continue to see the external funding declining for one reason or the other. And also it is important that national economies focus on sustaining themselves by doing those things that sustain their economic base. As in Uganda, we are looking at the areas which the President highlighted: manufacturing, commercial agriculture, services, and now the knowledge economy. So these things, if we focus on them, plus other interventions that bring wealth to our rural people, if we focus on them, we shall widen our tax base and be able to collect the desired taxes which can sustain our economy in the long run.
No, the President is right. You see, this aid and the loans which we get are not necessarily what is driving a transformation in the country. So, the announcement by the World Bank to stop accepting proposals for loans may also be a blessing in disguise. We need, as the President has guided, to cut areas of wasteful expenditure and hemorrhage of resources by concentrating resources on those areas which will stimulate production, and we remove consumptive areas in the budget and use our money much more frugally by focusing on stimulating production, ensuring that areas like PDM and even infrastructure are supported using our own taxes, our own resources. So it just requires readjustments in the budget, but also focusing on where we must spend. I am sure, with or without the funding from the World Bank, Uganda shall continue to move. In any case, the World Bank is not the only funding partner that supports development in the countries like Uganda. There are other African Development Bank, China Exim Bank, and many others. So these threats, we are not very much scared of the threats by the World Bank. The other way of asking, has the World Bank been the one feeding them? No. Or provide accommodation for them? No. They should not get worried. What we are saying is that the government will rearrange the budget. We will prioritize areas where we spend our own money. And most importantly, we shall focus on stimulating production. That's why we've been supporting initiatives like PDM, Yoga, so that the people can work, can invest and engage in areas which are profitable for them, for everybody to get involved in wealth creation. So, through that, we shall be able to prosper without these loans. So, for World Bank to want to force us to accept values and behaviors which are not ours, like homosexuality, that one we firmly say no. We shall still move on without the loans from the World Bank.
As long as you get the economics, the fiscal policies right, then aid can be secondary, because the sources of revenue to our budget is the internal sources, and then the secondary one are external sources. Our role as leaders is to encourage our people to work And when they work, they should make sure that their sources of revenue are more than their expenditure. And when they work, they make sure that they have bankable businesses so that they are able to pay taxes, and these taxes should be optimally used. There should be reduction in corruption so that we put to the right use all the monies available, and Uganda will thrive. We are not worried because of the aid from the Western countries, for reasons that they are the ones who benefit, because they bring these monies with strings attached. But now it's like a blessing in disguise, because we are going to be free to do our own things. For example, ask yourself, for us in Africa, we believe that a man is supposed to marry a woman. So you cannot impose on us your culture, your belief that is not upright in the pretense of money, handouts. So because we are a sovereign country, we also believe in ourselves, we believe in our culture, we believe in our rights. We are going to stand firm, work hard, and make sure that we don't cripple or do anything. COVID proved it. They were very strong with the high medical infrastructure, but we survived. So we believe and we know that we shall go through this wave and we shall succeed. And now is the time for us.